Hello everyone and welcome back to the Filmmaker Talks live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? So yes, welcome back. I know last week there was no Filmmaker Talks live episode. That's because I went back to college. So next week there'll be no Filmmaker Talks. And then there's actually the Easter holidays, which is 2 weeks. So then you'll have two consecutive episodes for those 2 weeks, and then after that apparently I'm meant to be going back to college full time because I'm on a week on week off basis, so this is my online week, but apparently after that I'm going to be in college full time just for the 3 days, so I might have to move the live stream to a Thursday. I don't know how people feel about that, but yeah, I do have a guest on as well today. Just to clarify, I didn't put that in the thumbnail or anything. There's no guest on. I haven't had time to arrange that with anybody, but I've got a few ideas for some other people that I might want on later. So it's a little strange not having a guest on, because I've had a guest on for almost pretty much every episode since the new year. Yeah, because we went into lockdown in the UK, and I wanted to seize that opportunity by getting back to the weekly live streams with guests. And live streams became a massive thing during that lockdown. Loads of different YouTubers are doing them. They still are now, and it's really entertaining to watch. I've been a part of a lot of them, and so yeah, I'm just going to say hello to everyone in the comments. We have Louise Townend. Hello. Just put yep. Now they put hi. Hello, Louise. We've got Archie, the king himself. How are we doing, Archie? Yes, if anyone's wondering why I'm calling Archie a king, it's because, well, yesterday I was part of Alex's Quizmania episode 2, and Archie won. I won the first episode, so I was kind of on the throne, so to speak, and he dethroned me for that. But I do believe when Alex does the big Quizmania with every contestant in there are winners, I'll still be a part of that, which will be nice. And I think I did pretty well against him, because I was a last-minute addition to that quiz. I was not expecting to be a part of that quiz at all. I found that on that day, actually, someone they dropped out. So I think I did pretty well, because I know Archie did a lot of preparation for that quiz, rightfully so. I mean, he took #1 place, and you could tell, that preparation definitely helped him. But we have Arthur here. Hello, Arthur. Ben, hello, Ben. Batel, Peter, Dumbo Studios, Lachlan. How is everyone? Neo, hello. I'm very well, thank you, Archie. I hope you are as well. Yeah. And Hector. Hello, Hector. So we'll see how we do for views and things today, and we'll see, because I have a guest on. It's different. Currently, we're doing okay for views. We could be doing better, but we'll see how the evening turns out. We will see. Oh, here's Alex. I didn't know if you were going to be stopping by, Alex, because I know that you're watching Zack Snyder's Justice League at the moment, so that's completely understandable. If you want to get back to the film, feel free to. But you've done a nice thing by coming on and saying hello. 1 hour down, 3 to go. Yep, I'm not going to be waking up super early in the morning. I just want to get it done in the morning, because I've actually got some work to do in the afternoon. I'll get it done in the morning, watch the film, and see how it is, because I've been having a bit of an interesting relationship with the film. So when it was announced that it was coming out, I was very excited for it, naturally. And then the second to last trailer came out, the one with Joker in. I watched that, wasn't too happy with that. But apparently, I've seen on Twitter that the line that he says in the trailer, "We live in a society," isn't actually featured in the film. So I don't know why that was in the trailer. And I thought this was the full Zack Snyder Justice League cut of the film. So why would you leave out that? Then it's not the full. I don't know, but yeah. But now all the good reviews are coming out for it. I'm excited again. I'm actually looking forward to watching this 4-hour film. So yeah. We have Kyra here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Kyra. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone as well. Hector says, I watched Cherry recently and don't know what to make of it. I know what to make of it, Hector. I hated Cherry. I know a lot of people think it was just mediocre and had messy flaws. For me, personally, I hated Cherry. Hated it. Really hated it. I could go into detail, but I could get pretty angry. I don't know if people want to hear that, but truly, if you've read my Letterboxd review, you know the reasons why. Just really did not like that film, but yeah. We have Ben. He says, "Yeah, I heard Zack Snyder's Justice League is actually really good, so now I'm excited." Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. We have Wormy Spoon says, "Subverting expectations." Okay, and then he says, "Hello, everyone." Hello, Wormy Spoons. Movie Line. Hello. Hector says, "I liked aspects of it, but other aspects are very." Oh, yes, a lot of aspects of that film were questionable, odd, and just really, yeah, just really odd. Like, really, yeah. I think we all know what we're talking about with questionable decisions in that film, if you've seen it. Hello, Luke. I'm glad you could make it. Philip Baker. How are you? Where's Archie? He's not here. He's in the comments. Were you expecting Archie to be a guest on the stream today? There's nothing in the thumbnail or the title to suggest that I'm having a guest on, but I'm sure Archie will be making another appearance on the channel. In fact, I'll mention this now, and I'm sure someone will ask further into the stream, but the Oscars, yeah, the nominations came out on Monday, and I just thought I'd mention it because me and Archie are doing a podcast on the Oscars. He's kind of set up the whole thing, and I'm co-hosting it with him. Just me and him. We're going to do it every other week. We're recording the first episode tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. And we're going to be breaking down the nominations that we had on Monday and all stuff like that. And then every other week, we're going to go kind of do a retrospective on the other previous years of the Oscars. And then, of course, the 2021 ceremony, we'll do an episode on that and discuss stuff about that, So, yeah, it's exciting because I love talking about the Oscars, love talking with Archie about it. It's just really, really exciting times. So, yeah, I do enjoy Oscar talk. In fact, Hector just put, I've only seen 2 Oscar nominees this year. I've got 3, I think, to watch. I need to watch The Father, Minari, and I think I'm missing it. Let me just check. The Father, Minari, and because I took a screenshot of the nominations, and Sound of Metal. Yes, those are the 3. I won't have time to watch those films in preparation for our episode recording tomorrow, but I'll definitely have watched every Oscar nominee, Best Picture at least, before the actual thing, at the actual show. I can be a guest if Movie Worm requests. Well, if you want to, you can come on if you want to, Archie. I can send you the link, but I was not expecting to have a guest on. But it's always nice to have someone to talk to. But message me or put a comment in, and we can arrange that. But if you just want to watch, that's fine. If you're not set up, if you're not ready, because I know you're not expecting to do this, then that's fine. Anyway, where were we? Because I jumped down. That's what he meant. Right. Thank you. Where are we? Oh, Dumbo Studios. I completely agree. Yeah, it's an awful film, in my opinion. Some people thought it was okay. Just for a minute, yeah. Yes, you are fine. Yeah, I will send you the link now, Archie. You are fine to do that, my friend. I think I'm kind of obliged to do your bidding because of your recent win. The king of BlueTube. Knowledge, that is. Okay, bear with me a sec, everyone. I'm just sending FilmGeek13 Archie the link. I'm typing it in. So sorry, everyone, if new people are joining. I'm sending FilmGeek13 the link to join. Having a surprise guest on. Always nice. Always good. Okay, hopefully that works. Hopefully I haven't mistyped anything for you, Archie. And I will see you when you pop up. I'll be a minute. Oh, that's fine, Archie. Archie will be coming on momentarily. That's fine. Take your time, Archie. Take your time. But let's go back up to the top of the comments. Movie Line says, I just finished Drive there an hour ago and thought it was great. Have you seen it? Yeah, I've seen the film Drive by Nicholas Winding Refn, Ryan Gosling. I've been meaning to rewatch it, and a good friend of mine watched it the first time last night, I believe, and he loved it. It's one of his favourite films now. So, and I thought it was a good film when I first watched it, so I'll have to watch it again. But I remember enjoying it a lot. Hector says, it felt like the Russo brothers wanted to be flashy just for the sake of being flashy. Exactly. The way I would describe Cherry is a hollow mess. That's how I describe it. I think that perfectly captures my opinion of the film. Hector says, I finally watched the live-action Mulan and it was just okay. I've got no interest in watching that film. I really don't. It's had bad reviews, it's had okay reviews. I've got no interest in it. Movie Line says, what's the movie poster in the background? I'm guessing you're talking about that one there, the 007 one. That's Dr. No, 1962, the first Bond film. Yeah, the first Eon, Broccoli, Sean Connery Bond film. Because I know there was a few misconceptions of that before that came out. There was a few, I think there was a TV thing that happened in the 50s with the character of Bond. But that's the first official one, Dr. No, yeah. I'm a big Bond fan. So yeah, I got that from the Bond in Motion exhibition thing, or museum, whatever you call it. Let me just see here, because it doesn't tell me the name, but that's in London. Let's just check that. No, I've got my phone open in case any moderators have to message me about people, causing trouble. Yeah, I got that poster from there. Unfortunately, it's shut down now because it's actually the London Film Museum, so they change the theme of it every few years. The Bond one's been going on for a long time, though. I really wanted to go back again, but I'm lucky enough to have gone just for that first time. Got Steve. Hello, Steve. He says, hi, Lucas. Don't sit on the fence over Cherry. Yeah, I really, really hated that. Louise says, how excited are you for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Well, the thing is with the show, I wasn't really that excited for it. When I saw the trailers, it looked kind of like a classic Marvel action blockbuster comedy thing that was going on. By the way, if people could, I've just got this thing telling me that my connection's unstable, and oh god, if we have technical issues in this stream, I'm not going to be happy. I'm really not going to be happy about that, because we had bad technical issues with the Quizmania episode 2. It took us about 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something to answer the first question of the stream because the technical issues were that bad. It was really, and it was no one's fault. Something to do with StreamYard, or I don't know, but luckily it sorted itself out. But I'm actually back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. Watching a few interviews with the director, I like Zemo as a villain. It could be good. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. I'm not going to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning to watch it when it first drops. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it every morning, but it's not something, it's just, we'll see how it goes, but I'll watch it. But no, it seems Wormy Spoons really wants Archie to join. You've got a fan there, Archie. Oh yeah, I addressed that. Wormy says, you were so competitive, Archie, in the quiz. He was, wasn't he? I was there to have fun, and then I realised Archie was there, and he just, yeah, very competitive. But he won it after all. Hector says, the bright side is that the other nominees that aren't on streaming will be available on home media by the time the Oscars come. Yeah, in the UK, though, Nomadland, that hits Disney Plus in the UK after the Oscars have aired. I've seen it because I watched it on a website. I'll be watching it again because it's my favourite film of 2020, so I want it to win Best Picture because I feel like it is the best picture of 2020. Will it win? We'll see. It's the front runner. I suspect another film might take it because 1917 was a bit of a front runner for last year's Oscars. Parasite took it, so we'll see. Oh, and then Green Book. Was Green Book ever a front runner for the Best Picture back in 2019 when it won? I don't know. Anyway, hello, Leo. I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you're doing good as well. Philip says, "Will you do the film score nominations?" Yeah, we probably will. That's what I think we might be going over every category, and if we're not, film score nominations are a pretty big nomination. So if we were to skip any categories because of time and things, because there's a lot of categories and some of them are not that, I haven't seen any of the short films nominated. I haven't seen any of the international films nominated, I don't think. So we won't have much to say about that anyway. But I assume we'll be going over the film scores. Yeah. Wimmy says, "How's your writing going, Archie?" Well, I'm sure Archie will answer that question, Wormy Spoons, when he pops on momentarily. Movie Line says, "Archie's here. He's just standing incredibly still. You can't even." Yeah, he's in the background. He's with me now. Yeah. Hector says, "I know Minari is yeah, and also I forgot to mention Minari is coming PVOD in the UK at the beginning of April. So I'll be watching that. I'll be doing the right thing and paying for it. I won't be using a website because I've got the option. But stuff like Promising Young Woman, Nomadland, they're just too far into the year. I have to watch the nominations. The only way to watch it is on a website. If I had the option to pay, I would pay, but I don't." Dumbo Studio says, "Quiz was great fun last night. The only problem was the lag, but overall loved it." Glad you enjoyed it, Dumbo Studios. The quiz is always so much fun. I was really lucky to actually be a part of the second one because I wasn't meant to be, but I had a lot of fun in the first one as well. Hello, Styled Cinema. How are you? He says, "I really want to see Promising Young Woman, but there is no UK release, unfortunately." Yeah, I'm sure you've just heard me talking about how I watched it. And it is a good film. It is really good. Oscar worthy? I don't think so. But it's interesting because I would give Promising Young Woman about a 4 out of 5. I'd give Mank about a 3.8 out of 5, something like that. But I feel like Mank is more Oscar worthy than Promising Young Woman, just because it's just better directed, I think, even though the direction Promising Young Woman is pretty good. The first half of Mank, the first half of that screenplay is fantastic. The second half, that's where it kind of goes downhill a little bit, but the screenplay's, again, a little more constructed, a little better than Promising Young Woman, in my opinion. So I don't think Promising Young Woman has that edge of being Oscar worthy. It's nice to see it in the nominations. I'm really happy for Carey Mulligan. I really hope she wins. But I probably should be saving all this for the podcast. Sorry, Archie. Yeah, anyway. Ben Fluent says, "Is the Snyder Cut going to be on Sky Cinema when it releases? Because I swear I saw an advert saying it was, but I am not sure if it was." Yes, it is. It is meant to be on Sky Cinema. Or if you've got Now TV, I've got Now TV, so I'll be getting it. Oh, Archie's here. Just one second. I'll let him in. Hello, Archie. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm trying to.
Sorry, I don't know if this is on my end or your end, Archie, but you've frozen. Could be on my end because I had people freezing for me. Is this happening for anyone else? But Archie is frozen at the moment. I don't know if I should. I'm just remove him. When I've removed him, it still shows him as frozen. Oh, I'll bring him back in. I'm just going to go on the other tab and see. He is frozen, right. I'm glad it's not on my end. Okay. I think I caught Archie off guard there when he was setting up. I didn't know when he wanted to be brought in. But yeah, Ben, it's going to Sky Cinema, to answer your question. I also follow Now TV on Instagram, and every week they post the new films. Oh, he's just gone. They post the new films coming to their service, and on Thursday they put Snyder Cut's coming. So yeah. Oh, he's back again. I'll just wait for his thing to load.
Apologies about that. My computer has this glitch where if you load up a new web page, it shuts the Wi-Fi down.
So no, that's all right, Archie. Yeah, glad you could make it. Anyway, no, it's great to have you here because I wasn't expecting you to be here, but it's nice to always have a guest.
Yep. Oh, I've only just realised I'm still in my school uniform. I've just got a hoodie over it though.
That's all right. Anyway, where are we? So Wormy Spoons says, "Hey Archie, I can be your agent. Right, look at my booking you gigs." So somebody wants to
Totally
be a,
understand.
yeah.
He's now my agent. We've discussed this privately. I will no longer be talking to you through Instagram or anything. It'll be Wormy, and then he'll relay messages on.
Oh, right.
I'm too
Okay.
famous for you now, of course, as
I
I am
get
the
it.
king of.
I know you won the quiz. You're starting your new film out. You're going places.
I'm flying high.
We've got Steve says, "Planning a video on new Romanian cinema, just preparing. Not sure if anyone will want to watch it though." Well, I can tell you I'm going to watch it. Definitely, Steve. I always find your opinions on films, especially Criterion films, really insightful, really helpful. Are you subscribed to Steve, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I've seen a couple of his videos, but I
Mm.
haven't watched. I've watched the 4K collection. I think I haven't watched Criterion ones because I'm waiting to get more Criterions before I delve into Criterion videos. Other than
Mm.
Criterion Corner, because it's kind of
Yeah,
helpful.
thank you. But no, I'd watch it, Steve. It seems interesting because I'm not familiar with Romanian cinema or new Romanian cinema whatsoever. So yeah, I'd watch it. Hector says, "I also really enjoyed the Billie Eilish documentary." I'm guessing that's the Apple TV Plus documentary on Billie Eilish.
I've seen it, like advertised, but I haven't watched
Mm.
it.
I'm going to be watching it at some point anyway, because I want to watch every Apple TV Plus original film before my subscription, because I got a year free of it before that runs out. And it was meant to run out this month, but then they gave me like an extra 3 months or something for free. So yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever watch it, to be honest, because I hate Billie Eilish. I just hate
Oh
her
wow.
music. I have no interest in her life or whatever it's about, so I don't know if I'll watch it.
Mm. Well, I've got little interest in her as well. I don't listen to her music except for the No Time to Die song that she did. That's about it. But it's meant to be a good documentary. It's something on Apple TV Plus. I thought I'd watch it. I did the same for the Beastie Boys documentary, and that was really good. That I really like the Beastie Boys now because of the documentary. It's really well made. So yeah, it was actually in my top 10 films of 2020. No, it no longer is, but it was in my video at the time.
Head from the quiz is still on the floor.
So it's a little memorabilia from the quiz from last night then.
Yeah.
The pen that made you win.
I don't think it was the pen. I think it was just my great
Maybe.
intelligence.
But Batel says, "Most underrated director." Do you want to answer that one first, Archie?
Maybe the guy who did that,
Oh,
that.
Park Chan Wook.
Yeah, because he's not
He
that
is pretty
famous.
underrated.
Because he did the Vengeance trilogy, I think. I think he did all
Yeah, he
three,
did the
and
whole
then he did The Handmaiden, which
thing.
was I was like about to get to maybe second. I finished about the first hour. I think I was going into the second hour of it or so, and it was really good. So I think maybe him.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. For me, because this question comes up quite regularly, and I never know what to say. Let me just have a look, because I do think of an underrated director, but it's after the stream, so it's annoying. None of my favorite directors, I would say, are underrated. I mean, Ari Aster, but he's new still, so and the two films that he did have been celebrated a lot, and especially Midsummer. That's really kind of got itself into the pop culture, I think. If
I've
anyone,
only seen Midsummer out of those two.
mm,
I couldn't finish Hereditary.
oh, Hereditary is good. It is. Well, it's one of my favorite films of all time.
Couldn't finish it. I couldn't get through it.
I know it is. It is. It's pretty intense.
I got to the infamous car scene and just
Oh,
gave up.
is that where you just checked out?
Mm.
Checked out of the
Because
film.
the whole film is like about death and grief and stuff, and I couldn't deal with it, not at all.
Yeah, it can get. Um, well, I'm looking at loads of different directors here. I'm thinking, well, the average person is not going to know who this director is, but within this, when you know cinema, and someone mentions this director, you'll know who this director is, and you'll go, okay, they're not underrated because they're quite celebrated. Like Luis Buñuel, he's a very celebrated director, but not many people know of him, maybe because he's Spanish director, but he's, and I got his 3 film set from Criterion. But anyway, yeah, it's always hard for that question. But Hector says Mulan has pretty, maybe he's saying good there, pretty good cinematography, costumes, and production design, but it's kind of forgettable when it comes to the story. Have you seen Mulan, Archie?
Yeah, I have. It's literally exactly that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it got nominated for a few Oscars, which was surprising.
Yeah, I think it got nominated for costumes and production design.
Oh, well,
I'm not 100% sure, but I guess it kind of deserves them because it's the whole thing where Suicide Squad is an Oscar winner.
Yeah,
and it deserved the Oscar it won because it had good hairstyling and makeup.
it
So
did.
people complain about, oh, it won an Oscar. Yeah, it won an Oscar for something it deserved. It's an awful film, but it has good makeup and hairstyling.
Anyway, well, Wormy Spoon says Gareth Edwards. Not Edward, Evans. I think there's 2 Gareths. There's Edwards and Evans. I always get them confused. And Vincent Ward, underrated directors. Vincent Ward. I'll just look up that director because I haven't heard of them. Vincent Ward. Oh, spelled it wrong. Typo.
I found him and I have no clue what any of the films he's done are.
Well, I did suspect this. Wormy Spoons has always been recommending the film What Dreams May Come, and Vincent Ward directed What Dreams May Come. So I thought it would have been.
He wrote Alien 3.
Did he? I'm just looking at his.
He might have.
Oh yeah, he's got a writing credit for Alien 3.
I don't like him.
Yeah, that's it's not something good.
Well, I'm joking. I kind of like Alien 3. David Fincher did it.
Well, it's true because when I was before Mank came out, I was rewatching David Fincher, so I was going to skip Alien 3, but I decided to rewatch it, and I actually gave it a 3.6 out of 5. I didn't think it was that bad at all. It's a nice, cold drama. I love how the first 3 Alien films. I hate Resurrections. I'm not going to talk about that one, but Alien, it's kind of a thriller horror. Aliens, action, and then Alien 3 or Cubed is a drama. I really like that about that franchise, and most of them work. The first 2 are obviously a lot better than the third one because the plot and the direction is a lot better. But still, I don't mind Alien 3. It's not terrible. Got Erin. Hello, Erin. D. Hollyoak. Dan. Hello, Dan. How are you? Armani. Hello. Leo says favorite David Lynch movie. Either The Elephant Man or Mulholland Drive. Or Mulholland Drive, yeah. What about you, Archie? Oh, I think this came up on MovieBug's stream, didn't it?
I haven't seen any Lynch. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you saw that short film that we did. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, the short film then. I gave the short film 5 stars because of how completely ridiculous and stupid it was.
I need to watch that, actually.
There's a musical number where a monkey sings. It's great.
I've seen clips of David Lynch interrogating a monkey. That's all I need to know, and I'm in.
I loved it. I used to. It was during lockdown. I watched it in January, I think, and I just kept on rewatching just that monkey scene every day for about a month.
David
and
Lynch,
it's amazing.
He's quite the character. He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to it. I watched his number of the day earlier and his weather report for Los Angeles.
I'm subscribed to him, but I don't watch his videos.
Oh, I recommend them. They're pretty.
Well, I watched one of them. I watched because he did a number of the day thing, which is odd because I watched it. I forgot when, but I watched it, and he said the number of the day is number 9. The following day he does it again, and the number of the day is number 9. So it's like, whoa, bit of a coincidence there.
So I also watched his ice bucket challenge he did, and he got nominated by Laura Dern, and then when he finished it, he nominated Vladimir Putin. Oh, it was great.
That's one for you. Apparently, he's got a new show coming to Netflix this year.
Wait, what? I must find this.
Apparently, I've got no details on it. I only saw the headline: Lynch Netflix show 2021. That's all I saw. I don't know what it's about.
I'm back into the Netflix files and find it before it comes out.
I don't even know. Yeah, but I'm sure I heard that. But I haven't seen anything else.
He's writing and directing it.
Oh,
we're in for a treat.
We are. We certainly are. But no, I definitely recommend. I think from what you've seen, and I know you subscribe, yeah, I think you're gonna love his style. Even his early things like Elephant Man, Mulholland Drive.
Because I know Eraserhead got a Criterion, didn't it?
Yeah, that's a UK Criterion as well.
Because I want to get Elephant Man has that nice special edition thing.
Studio Canal brought that one out.
It's like a pop-up book kind of thingy, which I want to get. I want to get the Criterion for Mulholland Drive, and the Criterion for Eraserhead, and then at some point I'll get Blue Velvet. I think he did, and I'm also pretty sure he did Wild at Heart with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I think that's also in the collection, Criterion collection. I think it might be, but I know a lot of Lynch's in the Criterion collection.
I'm gonna be poor by the end of buying all of David Lynch's stuff, because I know Eraserhead has a standard Blu-ray, but it's more expensive than the Criterion. So I'm just like, just get the Criterion then.
Of course, and it's a lot. I think all of them, well, all the ones that I own, and I know Eraserhead is the same. They're all nice digipack as well, which is.
I need to get Doctor Strangelove still. That's still like #1 on my list to buy.
Yeah,
but I'm poor again because I imported Taxi Driver, and
really? Is it on its way?
Yeah, it arrived in England at 10 this morning. It was stuck in Belgium for about 2 days.
Right. I'm sure that'll be a video coming to your channel then.
Probably not, because it's only one film and it's not a collector's edition or anything. It's literally just standard Blu-ray.
Oh, well, I thought it was a collector's edition. Sorry.
No, it's just I preferred the artwork, because the one that I know you've got has all it's got massive age ratings either side. It's got the 5-star logos. It's got the Blu-ray thing at the top. It's got loads of stuff
where it's like they're numbered and it's gold and white.
Yeah. But the one I've got, I believe, because it's German, I believe you can flip them around and the age rating disappears.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And it's literally just half of Robert De Niro's face with Taxi Driver written on it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Got Lucas says, I watched Labyrinth last night and it was fantastic. Loved it. Have you seen? No, I haven't seen Labyrinth. How about you, Archie?
I watched it years ago, like when I was about 10, and it was good. I liked it.
I'm sure it's fun. Dan says, I've started watching a 10-hour documentary titled The Story of Film. Very in-depth look into the history of film from its creation through to today. Very good. Recommend it. Yes, I would be interested in watching that. How and where are you watching it, Dan? I'm sure you'll give an answer to that. And we've got lots of comments. Nice to see. Louise says, do you like WandaVision? I think it was good when it started. I liked when it started because it was something different from Marvel. I enjoyed that. But then it just started to go down in quality as it went along. And the final episode was, I woke up when it dropped to watch it, and I really wish I didn't, because it wasn't worth it. And it was ruined by stupid fan theories, which are just ridiculous, because I had no idea who this Mephisto person was. Then I was watching these videos, I'm like, what? Why do you think this? I just didn't understand where they got it from, because it's never been referenced before in the MCU. I just didn't understand. I think they were going off the comics or something. So then that made me think, okay, is he going to pop up at the end? But he doesn't. And then I saw these people, these fans who were spreading this stupid theory, saying WandaVision was ruined by these theories. I'm thinking, you're the people that have been spreading these stupid theories. Tweet about it. What are your thoughts on WandaVision, Archie?
Again, it was good at the beginning because it was completely new. It's nothing like the MCU had done before. And then starting from maybe episode 5, it started to delve into MCU schlock. and as many of you will know, I hate it. I hate the MCU. I have some of them. You might be able to see some of them over there, but those are ones that I got in a big bundle that cost me £10, and it was like Thor Ragnarok I got in there, Doctor Strange. Those are two of my favorites. I think I also got Age of Ultron, which is my Please Don't Kill Me, my favorite Avengers film. It's just more character driven than any of the other ones. It's more talking and less punching, which I don't. I just like meditative, slow, intelligent movies. I'm a Martin Scorsese fan. I
Oh
think
yes.
they're theme park rides.
Oh yes. Well, did you like Midsummer then? You must love Midsummer because that is something. I love the slow burn of that film. I'd also recommend if you know because you like the slow burns, intelligent. Gosford Park is another good one. It's Robert Altman. You should really check out Robert Altman. He's got an interesting
That's my list.
style to him. He did big ensemble films, and when he started out his career in the '70s, like MASH, Nashville, stuff like that. Gosford Park was one of his, later films in his career, but it's a murder mystery, but 1 hour it takes 1 hour and 20 minutes for the murder to occur in the film. So 1 hour and 20 minutes, you'd think nothing happens. That's what people would say. Not, but it's just all characters talking. It's showing kind of these. It's 1930s, post World War One England. That's the one. Yeah, the cast is phenomenal. The cast is incredible.
Whoa,
Even though I
that's a lot of famous people.
yeah, even though I guessed the murderers from in the film, I still had a lot of good fun with it. I just thought it was really great, and it's Altman, so every shot, I kid you not, is moving. Like the camera's always moving in every shot. Lots of zooms. I also recommend The Player as well. That's on Prime. That is a lot of fun. It's not Altman's best, but I do rank it as number one on my list on Letterboxd because it's just my favorite of his. It's the most fun to watch. It's a bit of like a satire on Hollywood. It's got again an incredible, phenomenal cast.
I just added it to my list. Tim Robbins from The Shawshank
Yeah.
Redemption.
By the way, Altman is not one of my favorite filmmakers or directors of all time. By the way, people, I just really like. I just really like a lot of his films. Maybe he might become one since I'm kind of singing his praises at the moment. Oh yeah, people are putting out Altman is fantastic, huge influence. This is the latest one. Yeah, no, he's check out. I own Three Women. Yeah, on Scott and Our Academy. I haven't seen it yet, but I own it. But no, but yeah, some of them are hit and miss. I don't like MASH. That's on Disney Plus Star. I don't like MASH. Well, it's like a 3 out of 5, 2.9 out of 5 for me. Same with Nashville. I see what it was doing, but it wasn't really my cup of tea. But yeah, right. I'm just going to go back to where we were. Okay. Poppy B says opinions on the film Joker. When I first watched Joker, I loved it, but now my love for it has declined slightly. It's good. I feel like it relies too heavily on the influences of the Scorsese films. It relies a little too heavily on that, especially King of Comedy, with what they were doing with Joker's girlfriend, or what's his name, Arthur Fleck, his girlfriend. It's pretty much the same thing in King of Comedy, but it's good. I'm one of the people who actually enjoy the film. How about you, Archie? I think I know the comments you're going to give.
Where was it? This is the review score there, 4.5. It's good.
Yeah,
I can't be bothered to get into it here because I can tell James is hidden in the comments to bully me.
that's true. Yeah, I don't get the hate for that film. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, I can see people thinking it's okay, but thinking it's bad.
No, it is far from bad, but Taxi Driver is better, King of Comedy is worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really like King of Comedy.
Well, Taxi Driver is 5 out of 5. King of Comedy is like a 4.1, maybe. And Joker's a 4.9. So
Luke says, Mate, I was meant to go on and say, mate. Oh, that's okay, Luke. Woman Spoon says, I was chatting to Archie when I thought his name was Film Geek. He wants to be a screenwriter. I believe I am a writer, so I just like to see how people are doing on supporting each other. Well, that's all right, Wormy Spoons.
I don't want to be a screenwriter, though. That bit is incorrect. I don't like writing films. It's the directing.
It'll grow on you, Archie. I never used to enjoy writing them. I
can't write films. The script for the one that I'm doing at the moment is awful. I hate it.
Well, I just didn't enjoy the process at the beginning of it. I was like, I just want to make the film. I don't want to do all this stuff. And now writing a screenplay is one of the most important things because it is the story. It's the film.
Well, you write it then, Lucas. I'll direct it. You can write it.
Well, it'd be actually interesting for me. I was talking about this as well on another stream. For me to, like you say, write it and then someone else direct it, and now the vice versa, for me to direct it and someone else write it. It'd be interesting to see how that would translate for both ways. And Louise says that she hated Mank. Okay.
I disagree.
I also disagree.
But we move on.
Yes.
Move on. I don't want to get into an argument.
Spend half an hour on everyone's comments. Hello, movie dude. I'm doing very well, thank you. And Joshua Payne, hello. Doing very well. Hobby B says, where and what are you currently studying? Well, I'm not going to tell you where I'm studying. That's a little too personal.
Guessing time. London. Nottingham.
No.
Ireland.
No. Ireland? Scotland. No, Scotland. I'm in England.
Germany!
No, none of those.
Not even Russia?
No. Well, what am I studying? Well, I'm at college at the moment and I'm doing a vocational course. It's a creative media production, level 3. And Archie, do you want to answer that? I know you're going into college.
I do standard school stuff like maths, English, science because I'm not in college yet. I want to be in college, but they won't let me leave. They're trying to hold me on for as long as they can because I'm, of course, their favorite student. I'm really not. Everyone hates me at my school.
Oh, I don't. I find that hard to believe. Everyone hates you.
Yeah, it's sad. Oh, even Josh.
We've got Joshua here. Says he looks like the ginger kid out of Megamind. Oh, Archie, I have a bit of technical difficulties here. You're frozen again.
Have I?
You've frozen. We didn't hear your probably mad reaction to that comment. Oh, wait. You're just about back at it again if people want to. Archie is still frozen. I think, Joshua, you broke him. I think he's gotten that mad that he's gone. Wait, Archie, you back? No, I think something happened with his Wi-Fi, but I'm sure he will react to that comment, Joshua, when he returns. Oh, he's back down, I think. Hello, Archie.
Am I moving?
Ooh. Yes, you're here. You're here. So it's all good. Okay, we'll move on.
Ignoring the comment. I'm not reading it.
I just thought we'll move on now. Women Spoon says, that's why I keep banging on about Valhalla Rising to you, Lucas, because you are aspiring director, I'm not an aspiring cinematographer. And it's such a technical achievement, so stylized, just brilliant camera work. I will be watching it. Thank you. Thank you for recommending it to me as a fellow filmmaker. But I'm not an aspiring cinematographer. Joshua says, hello, will either of you be watching the Snyder Cut tomorrow? I will. Will you? No, I don't think you
tomorrow. I have no way of watching it. I don't want to pirate it just yet. I'll wait, see when it gets released on Blu-ray, if it's like soon. Because I know they were all going like, oh, it's going to be released the same day on 4K and Blu-ray and everything. But it clearly hasn't, because I don't even know if it's coming on pre-order.
No, I don't really think it is.
I have a feeling they're just going to drop it on Amazon tomorrow without telling us. But I'll probably wait until shops open, go into HMV and buy it, because I don't really I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, that's understandable. Film reviewer Alex. Hello, Alex.
Oh,
How's it going?
Alex.
Darius says, "Have you seen Sound of Metal? I just saw it today, and I think it's worth all the nominations." I have not. It's one of Oscar nominations I haven't seen yet. Darius, don't believe it's available in the UK unless it randomly dropped
I
on
think
Prime.
so.
Unless
Because
I
it's
would
a
watch.
Prime exclusive in the US, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was under the impression it was coming to the UK later on in the year, but I thought it was. I
I
heard.
was kind of planning on watching it tonight, but I don't know if I'll get the whole way through, so I might watch it after school tomorrow.
It's not on Prime. Anyway. Women's Spoon says, Archie, you're super competitive with your movie knowledge. So have you seen either Valhalla Rising or What Dreams May Come? One is a lesson in cinematography, the other is a lesson on storytelling.
I don't really want to watch Valhalla Rising because I've seen from some places it kind of looks a really low budget and like a straight to DVD kind of thing, which I don't really like. It may look nice cinematography wise, but I'm not into cinematography, so I don't need
Yeah,
to
that's
learn
completely fine.
cinematography.
Yeah,
And I don't like writing either, so
no.
I might watch them at some point, but I'm not in a
Yeah.
rush to see them.
Anyway, we've got Dan says, what can Archie tell us about his film? Also, Lucas, I saw your post regarding looking for actors. Can you tell us what you've got coming up? I'll let you go first, Archie.
Um, well, um, this is the bit where it's really awkward because I haven't thought of a proper synopsis for it. I've thought of one that I
Yeah.
just plonked on Letterboxd, but I haven't come up with
Oh,
an
is it up on
actual.
Letterboxd already?
Yeah, I haven't put a release date or anything on it. All I
No,
put was
I'll definitely watch
2021.
it. What's it called?
Um,
No Way Home or something?
I think Out of Town. I think I called it.
Out
Um,
of
let me try and find the thing again
Town.
because I can't remember
There it
what
is.
it.
I like it.
I'm thinking of changing the poster though because I'm not happy
Yeah.
with the font I
Directed
use.
by Archie Parton. Very official. I like it.
Um, basically
Out with a
a
friend.
guy.
Now it's his enemy. Ah, that's a good tagline.
Basically a guy kills his brother, and it's just kind of him trying to get the body out of the village towards a tree, which is basically because I was thinking about making because at the moment it's just a gritty,
Sorry, Archie,
realistic
you've
kind of
frozen
thing.
again. We heard
Oh
I
no.
was thinking about making, and then it froze. You're back now.
Um, can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, you're back. It's all right.
I was thinking about making it a more supernaturally thing where there's like a force in the village, and it's like omniscient. I think the word where
Yeah.
basically after 20 minutes of committing any action, it'll kill you, and the
Oh,
only way to not die is by getting like the evidence of these actions out of the village. So like any sinful thing, because it's kind of like a god. So any sinful thing you do, it will see it after like 25 minutes. I'm not sure on the time frame yet, but and then he's just kind of got to get it out the
yeah.
I
Get
think
out
you
of
get it.
the
So I'm thinking about
out of the
slightly
town.
tweaking it. Yeah.
No, it's a good idea. I'm looking forward to watching it when it releases. Got Peter says Arias is a great director. I completely agree. Wormy Spoon says Midsummer is not good. I completely disagree in every single way. You guys should get onto the Critical Drinkers YouTube channel.
Oh, I am. He's just kind of drunk. He's a drunk Scotsman who reviews movies.
Let me just see this. If he's a drunk Scotsman, then it's not going
Just
to be
seen
that
Wormy's comment
helpful.
that he just put in. He is
Did he put in
criticizing
comment?
me for not caring about cinematography or storytelling that much.
Uh, Archie, my man, how are you not going to make films if you're not interested in cinematography or storytelling? I'm so confused. Do you want to respond to that, Archie? You don't have to.
Because I have other people who do that for me. At the
That's
moment, at
true.
least,
And
I've
yeah,
got a guy. I've got one of my good friends writes the stuff half the time, but he can't do it at the moment because he's in a situation. And cinematography, I just kind of, I just kind of go with the flow and make it look as natural as possible. I don't
mm,
want it to look all pretty half the time.
you want to make it look gritty.
Yeah, at the moment, at least with this one, because it's going to be slight. As I said, I think it's going to be slightly supernatural,
Mm,
but I don't want it to be like super cheesy supernatural. I want it to be kind
yeah,
of still grounded
it's
in
going to be
reality.
hard to establish that in the film. Establish the rules of this ominous supernatural force, and making it clear to the audience and the character what's going on.
I think because I'm thinking the character's already going to know,
Mm.
but I'm going to have to give it to the audience through, as I've spoken to you about this, the phone calls
Oh
that
yeah,
he's going to be making throughout the plot. I think I'm going to establish it through that, so it's not spoon fed to the audience, but they can
yeah,
kind of work it out from what they're talking about on
yeah.
the phone.
Working out from different segments they hear throughout the film, it's kind of trickled through. Now that's good. Anyway, let's move back up to the comments. Where are we? Dumbuster says Kenneth Branagh and Bobby De Niro underrated director. Kenneth Branagh is, well, he's not a very good director. So, well, in my opinion, anyway. De Niro, yeah, actually, he is. I haven't seen any of the films De Niro have. He's directed. Unfortunately, I'd like to watch A Bronx Tale and the other one he did, like A Good Shepherd, I think it is. I really would like to watch them, but I haven't had a chance yet.
Wait, hang on, I'm checking. Robert De Niro did films, like directed them.
Yeah, he made A Bronx Tale. He stars in it, and Joe Pesci's in that film as well.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I just went to Google it because I thought it was like a different person, maybe his brother or something, but it just
no,
came
it's
up with
De
him.
Niro.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, it's De Niro directed stuff.
The man, the star
Mm,
of War with Grandpa, is a film director.
he is.
I'm not even kidding. War with Grandpa is now coming to Amazon Prime. It's now a Prime original. They've decided to buy
Is he?
it. Yeah, it's coming day after tomorrow.
Really? I shouldn't be as excited about that, but I'm probably gonna watch it.
I'm super excited. We can see Robert De Niro fighting a child.
Yes. I'm only watching it because De Niro's in it, and I like Uma Thurman, and she's barely in anything nowadays.
I've heard it's awful though.
Yeah, I know it's going to be bad, but it's De Niro. I don't know why he's in that. I feel like it's going to be a quick paycheck, but he's Robert De Niro.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
really
think it
need
is.
that.
Same with Bad Grandpa, because he can act. We
Mm.
know he can act.
I
He
mean,
won the
Irishman
best
in
acting Oscar.
2019.
But I think now he's getting to the Nicolas Cage, John Travolta stage where he's
Yeah,
hit the peak of his career in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and he's just kind of slowing down
he did a
on.
few good films, and
Yeah,
he's still working with Scorsese. He's in Scorsese's next film, Killers of the Flower Moon, I think it's called.
but so is Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage did Mandy, which is a good one, but he's also done, what was it called? Willy's Wonderland, which
Most Nicolas Cage, no offense, but well, to elder Cage fans out there, but he is kind of like, I'll say maybe 8 times out of 10 he gives a terrible performance.
what do you say here?
Film.
What will you say here?
I know he's got.
What will you say here, Nicholas? No, Lucas. Whatever. I will. I am a Nicolas Cage fan. He is the best. He's just like Humphrey Bogart in Dog Eat Dog. He is the best, the king.
I know, I can see the appeal. Even my college tutor likes him. My college tutor's got this poster of Nicolas Cage from like early in his career, and it's like him promoting a book, and it just says read, and it's just him from a book.
Oh god, because I love Community. There's a whole episode which is devoted to like the film buff of the group, and it's basically him locked up in his apartment on his own, watching every Nicolas Cage film, trying to understand whether Nicolas Cage is a good or bad actor. And then he goes on a freak out in the classroom doing a Nicolas Cage impression. He's like jumping on the tables and everything, ripping books and throwing them everywhere. And he's just screaming, "Nicolas frickin' Cage!" I love it so much. Where is it? Where's Community?
It was also in Color Purple or whatever. No, not Color Purple. Or the something. It's the branding of it is purple. That's why I said Color Purple. But it was.
I think that's Mandy. Mandy's all purple.
No, it's not Mandy. I like Mandy. It's another one. It came out in last year, I think. It was The Color Out of Space or something like that.
Oh, Color Out of Space. Yeah, the one written by H.P. Lovecraft, the infamous racist.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a racist, but I did not like his film.
Oh, the guy who wrote the original book was a massive racist. Like most of his books, because they're all about monsters and stuff. He took inspiration from the hatred of other races, which that's why I'm not a massive fan of his movies based on his stuff. I don't really like supporting them purely because they come from a very racist background.
Yeah, that's not good. But Wimmy Spoon says, that's not my full list of stuff you have not seen, but defo should. Yeah, I'll get round to it, Wimmy Spoons, don't worry. Oswald the Cat says, Inland Empire is my favourite Lynch. It's nuts. That's one I'm not...
going to go grab a charger. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, that's all right, Archie. Take your time. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, actually. We've got James Milliship here. Hello. Ben Luton says, I can't stay for long tonight, as at 9 I'm going to watch Rocky 2 as I fell asleep last night just before I was going to put it. That's fine, Ben. You know, leave and come however you please. I just appreciate you being here right now. Thank you.
There we go.
Got James saying, have you seen Gran Torino? I have. Think it's okay. Yeah. It's a little overrated, I think. Have you not seen it, Archie, then?
No, my parents love it, and they've told me to watch it, but I haven't got round to it. We were... Because my media teacher, because I do media studies, because they used to do film studies at my school, but they got rid of it because not enough people did it. And they got rid of it the year before I was given the option to choose it.
Wow. That
still makes me upset to this day. That I was 1 year, if I was born 1 year before I was born, I could have done film studies from this age, but still upset. But the media teacher, she always picks the same movies, like at the end of the term to watch. She always picks Kingsman. I think it's
a good film, but
Spectre. We always have to watch Spectre for some reason. I think we've seen it 4 times. In school.
Good,
I don't like it. I think she sometimes picks Jurassic Park, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
And Gran Torino, and The Dark Knight as well. But no one ever picks The Dark Knight because they all think it's long and boring because it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes long.
Okay.
Because everyone in my class is a load of incels. Then people don't pick Gran Torino either because, again, they think it's long and boring. They always go for Kingsman or Spectre just because it's, yes, funny, edgy spy comedy for teens, or, yes,
Bond.
Yes.
I mean, you're even luckier than me to do media studies because in year 9, going into year 10 for GCSEs, we moved house, so I had to move to a different school, and I was in quite a urban area, quite a big town, and so there was lots of different options like photography for we didn't have media actually at that one, but there was photography, there was business studies, there was all these different things. I move over to more kind of a rural area, and there's literally not even anything. It's just geography, cooking, or FT, whatever you call it, computer studies, drama, DT, and art. I think were the choices. It was painful. And history. I picked drama, cooking, and geography.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I was going to do photography at the other one because that's to do with cameras, you know. But it was but apparently this new school I went to was meant to be better for the GCSE things. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It was very boring school.
Because the thing is with media studies, from the sound of it, you expect to like, oh yes, you watch films, you analyze them.
Mm.
We haven't done that once.
What exactly do you do in that class?
You have to analyze a film poster. That's the only thing you do about film.
Oh,
In my this because they've all got you've got all the different exam boards and stuff. So
mm.
you have to watch a film, and then you throw that out the window. You just do that for fun. Then you have to
Oh.
analyze the poster. Um, then you have to watch Spectre, and you have to watch The Man with the Golden Gun. So two of the
What is this
least.
part of the curriculum? You have to watch Spectre.
You have to watch them, and then you throw them out the window, and you study the posters. You literally just watch the film because they're like, oh yes, you come in, watch the film,
Pretty
you
good
get
choices.
backstory.
I love Bond. I wouldn't be against that, but I prefer to talk about the film rather than the
You
poster.
don't talk about the film at all. You kind of watch the film, and then you get to use like a little bit of like, because you watch the film for context around the film, like when it was made and stuff,
Mm.
and that's all you do. And then because the whole reason I did media is because everyone in the year above me was like, oh yeah, you watch films, do fun stuff like that. You watch films, you write about
Yeah.
them. That's literally what I wanted to do.
Mm.
And then it turned out they were talking about film studies, and it told me
Oh,
it was media studies. So I signed up for
okay.
media studies because I
Mm.
thought it was the right thing, because film studies obviously wasn't on the sheet anymore. And it was just sad moment.
Yeah, but it seems, especially now I'm at college, a lot of people just pick film studies as something that they can just do as an option. They think it's all about watching movies and stuff like that. Because I know it's a guy that I work with said, "Oh, I do film studies," and I got really excited about it. I was like, "What, you do film studies at college?" I was talking to him, and I slowly, realized he doesn't appreciate cinema. He just chose it because you watch films. He didn't know what else to do. That's an A level, so I didn't choose that because I don't. I literally just want to do film, and that was it. So I don't want to choose like other stuff. I just want to make films. So it's a really good course that I'm on because it's pretty much making films. But film studies is an awesome course because you go through different European cinema and stuff like that. And it's literally perfect course for someone like us. People who appreciate the art of cinema, not these people where these films are just going to go right over their heads and they're walking in there without even having any idea about any European or international cinema whatsoever. And it's just like, it's kind of degrading actually. But they do.
I have to come clean. I originally picked media studies as a blow off class just because I thought you watch movies.
Really? But no, you've
Laugh.
learned. Now you've come. You're the
I'm
end
in
of the tunnel.
shame. I'm in shame. I now
What I do? You've
understand
got
the
all
high
these
art of
fantastic
cinema.
films on Blu-ray. You
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I own good fellas.
Yeah,
I
you
own
were Old Boy the other day.
Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork
You've seen eight and
Orange.
a half. You've literally seen eight and a half. Bet
I don't
nobody.
like 8.5 that much.
What? You
You
gave it
know what?
4 stars.
It's like La La Land. Like 8 in a bland.
Well, now you brought it up, you realise I'm going to have to challenge you about this now. You're shaming one of my favourite films of all time.
I'm joking. Same with La La Land. I don't hate it that much.
I know, but yeah, but did you watch the whole thing where the subtitles are out of sync?
I had to. It was the only thing I could watch.
That is, yeah, that's annoying. Anyway, we'll move on. But no, I love eight and a half. I mean, it is a film that demands a rewatch, though. But
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a Blu-ray copy of it. I
there is
don't know if there's one in the UK.
there is one, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because the subtitles were, it was like they were slightly ahead. So the
Yeah,
line they were about to say came up on the screen. So I was just like, oh, I know what's gonna happen.
yeah. So people do not watch eight and a half on Amazon Prime. Don't do
No,
it.
it's bad. It's
Because when
bad.
I first watched it, I've got an hour in and I thought I cannot do this anymore, so I rented it instead on Curzon home cinema thing. I could not go on. Anyway, Oswald the Cat says Wild at Heart isn't in the. Oh, okay, yet. It's one of his weaker films, though. I would recommend it for Lynch Die Hard. Well, I wouldn't call myself a Lynch Die Hard, but I'll still watch it. Joshua Boyd says, not obsessing here, but either of you turning into the red carpet event of Justice League at 3 a.m.? No, I will not be doing that.
I have school.
Yeah,
Maybe I would if it was still
I
locked
like
down.
sleep.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
like
a
my sleep
massive
too much to
fan.
give my sleep away just for Zack Snyder's mild gain.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I just, yeah. Anyway, Steve says, got all the Lynch criterion. Start with The Elephant Man. It's his most mainstream. There you go, Archie. Some advice. Thank you, Steve. Women says, I'm Raised by Wolves, the TV show, and Vikings. Yeah, TV shows. I try
I
and watch.
think I might have to go in about 10 minutes because I've got to do some
Archie.
work
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm glad you could just be here for the amount of time that you had, but that's fine. Peter Greenway. I'll just quickly look that up, Steve. I'm just going to jump down to Are you looking at the most recent comments, Archie?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, just in case we have any people. Come. Peter Greenway. I mean, I haven't. Oh yeah, I've heard of one of the films he made, The Cook, The Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. It's a film that I really want to watch, but it's on no streaming services. It's really annoying. I'm not familiar with the director, but I'm familiar with his work. If that makes any sense to you. Another question about the Snyder Cut. We already answered this one, James. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm watching it in the morning. Archie's going to wait for it to drop on physical. Oswald said, I still need to see Peter Greenway's films. Yep, I'm with you on that one, Oswald. Wormy Spoon says, I also think Altered Carbon is really good, but a lot of people don't like it. I don't think they get the detective noir feel it's going for. I haven't seen that show, and I probably never will, because there's so much other stuff out there that people are recommending to me. That's not one of them. Well, maybe until now, but people have been recommending other things. I'm in the middle of watching Breaking Bad at the moment. Dan says the story of film is on BFI player and DVD. Unfortunately, no Blu-ray. I'm sure that'll be fine. I'll try and get the DVD of it or something, because it seems like a really interesting. Women's Spoon says, "Oh, I quit as your agent. How can you hate Marvel?" Well,
back on you,
easy to
Miss
hate Marvel,
Spoons.
actually, and I actually quite enjoy Marvel, so I.
I'm turning my back on Wormy. I don't want him anymore. You're not my agent. I'm firing you.
I already covered those films. Amani says, have you seen the film The Man Who Laughs from 1928? I own it, but I haven't seen it. How about you, Archie?
I know Jordan has watched it, and I know it's what Joker was kind of based on, like the character, not the film. And it is on my list, I guess.
Yeah. Steve Max said, I'd like to see Altman Pret a Porter come to Criterion. It would be interesting to see that, Steve, but I've looked at the ratings on it, and it's not great. It's really low rated. So it may not, but I'd buy it anyway, because it's nice to just have Altman in the collection. I have quite a lot of his films now. I've got The Long Goodbye on its way from the 50% off Arrow thing from HMV. So many good films from that Arrow sale were out of stock, unfortunately. It's really annoying.
I'm confused as to where we are in the comments now.
Yeah,
we are very behind.
Yes. Let's try and get a little quick. I stopped watching The Joker. I think it's trash. The imagined relationship is so predictable. Yeah, it's kind of predictable.
Move on. I'm getting angry. Move on.
Is how the guy is a viable threat to Batman. What?
Not meant to be. It's not a Batman film.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is in it
Mm,
purely because it is a pretty good way to tie it into the Batman origin story. I won't lie, it
mm.
kind of works. I know people were angry at all of it, but I do like the way they tied it into the Batman
I agree as well.
mythology we already know.
Mm. And another thing, Wormy Spoons, if you're still watching, I watched Joker at the cinema. It was a, I always mention this because it was seriously a really great time because I went with my friends, Everyman Cinema chain, which is incredible cinema chain because it's just great if you haven't heard of them. We had a meal beforehand. We went in. I was really excited for it. I was more than excited for it. I couldn't wait. It was the first kind of time that all four of my friends and us watched, did something together. So it was really nice, and I I loved it. I thought it was incredible. Like I said, my opinion's gone down slightly upon a few rewatches, but I still like it. We've got okay. We've got Wood Hanneman, if that's how you say it. Sorry, guys. You are clearly missing out Indian movies. Indian movies doesn't mean only Bollywood. In India, there are many film industries. The kind of films in India are made. You are missing it. Do you have anything to say to that?
I'm not missing it. I just haven't got round to watching any Indian films. It's not like I
Um,
don't want to. I just
yeah, I'm with Archie. I would have said the exact same thing. We're not neglecting it. There's just thousands and thousands and thousands of films that I still have yet to see. Can't get around to watching everything.
I still haven't seen every Scorsese, and that's going to take me a long time. So
Mm,
you can come back when I finished all of Scorsese's
yeah, and even
films.
when I've watched every film on my list, there's still going to be films that I haven't seen. It's just a never-ending thing. I have seen, well, only one film comes to mind when I think about an Indian film, which is Three Idiots, which I really enjoyed. But you need a variety because then if I just spent every single day watching an Indian film, then people would be like, "Oh, why aren't you watching Italian films? Why aren't you watching Swedish films?" I'm like, you got to spread yourself so you can at least watch a few films from these countries and movements, so you can at least say something about them instead of just
Because
focusing on one.
there's this guy in my media class who's the only other person who actually likes film on
Mm,
a similar level to me, and he always complains to me that I don't watch enough foreign films because
mm,
he literally only watches foreign films.
yeah.
He doesn't watch any other movies
Mm.
really. He just kind of watches foreign films.
What
And
kind of
then when I
do
was
you
like, "Oh, I watched Old Boy," he was like, "Watch more foreign. That's not
watch?
enough."
What are his favorites, if you can remember?
I don't know how to say the names. They're all foreign. I'm not good at foreign accents or languages. I'm only mildly
Mm.
good at French, and that's because I've been forced to do it for 12 years.
Movie Line says, "Have any of you watched Line of Duty?" I have not.
No, my parents watch it. It's one of those parent shows, really. I think.
Movie Spoons. And if you say it's not about Batman, then why call it Joker if not to pull from the market? The whole thing's twisted. People with mental health issues are not bad. Train ride away from being a psycho. Well, I don't think the film is trying to paint every person with mental health issues like that. Because not every person with mental health issues went through the same circumstances that character went through. It's just an exaggerated way. And my lamp is freaking out. Sorry, everyone. You've probably noticed that my lamp has been flickering on and off, and it's just gone out now. I will
I'm not
try and.
really sure what to say to this one because stuff
I think the
related to this
bulb's
comment.
gone. That's really annoying. The bulb is really hot, so I can't twist it. But if the bulb's gone, that's annoying because now I'm in. Look, this is not very. I don't like this setup. Anyway. Oh, is that on? Is that off? Anyway, we'll move on. Like Black Panther, no one will say it's the word. No one will say it's not the best Marvel has done. What?
I think I'm going to have to go in a second, so I'll answer a few
That's
more
okay.
questions and then I'll head
Just
off.
just leave whenever. It's fine. Joshua Payne says, Have you seen The Guest? It's very underrated. I got that for subscriber mail from Alex Pitt. I'm going to watch it. So, yeah. Blu-ray Madness, Sound of Metal is brilliant. Yep. I haven't seen it yet. It's not available in the UK. Unless I be Jack Sparrow.
Zippity Zoo.
Yeah. I've got someone else here saying you can sign up for a free trial. I don't think Archie's in a big rush to watch.
No, because I was looking at it and I was like, I might wait until April because we got the Oscars in April. I never get to watch them live purely because they're at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I might just risk it and see if I can beg my parents into letting me take the day off school and just watch the Oscars. But I might try.
What I was thinking of doing was going to bed at around 7, 8 o'clock, which is very early for me. Go to bed at 7, set my alarm for 2, watch the Oscars, and then at that time I've got to actually wake up at 6:30 anyway, so then watch the Oscars and then go back to bed. And I think I worked that out. That's a pretty good amount of hours of sleep, and then have about, because I think they finish around 4, then have 2.5 hours more trying to get back to sleep and then wake up again.
I might see if I can do that because I just kind of want to. I've never seen them live before because
it's really good experience. I was lucky enough to watch them live once.
Because I don't know how long they've been on Sky Movies for, whether it's like they've been on it for years or something, but I think I remember watching them once when I was a lot younger, like 10 or something. Yeah. And I don't think they were on Sky Movies back then because we've never had Sky Movies in my house. So I'm thinking of just getting Now TV, which is basically Sky Cinema. So I imagine it will be on there. And then I'll be able to watch the Snyder Cut. I'll be able to watch a couple of other films while I've got it for a month or 7 days or however long it is. And then I'll just kind of quit the trial and I won't give it as further thought.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Sorry, I'm trying to sort out this bulb. It's not going to work. I might have to bring in my lamp. Oh, I've got Star Cinema with a question. What are some of your favourite foreign films? Well, one of my favourite films of all time, which we touched on 10 minutes ago, maybe, is 8.5. It's Italian. Parasite is another one. That's kind of, at this point, it's good that it's almost mainstream at this point. Parasite, everyone's seen Parasite, which is good because if it didn't, it is that good. Almost everyone's seen it. It's actually very close to getting 1 million people have seen it on Letterboxd. It's got 963,000 people.
Because The Dark Knight's only just got to 1 million, hasn't it? So it's kind of surprising seeing the Parasite, a film that came out technically last year, has already almost reached 1 million.
Yeah, but more people have. I mean, it's great. Goodfellas is only 484,000.
I'm leaving Letterboxd right now. That's not acceptable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's my favorite foreign film.
Old Boy. It's good.
Yeah, I kind of I don't know why I display my arrows with the classic artwork.
Sometimes
I also kind of like the fact that it's got the foreign title on the spine.
Yeah, I like how they put the foreign title on in the language. Some of my other favourite ones would be because I've seen Seven Samurai. How could I forget? And Investigation of a Citizen Above. I really want to watch that again.
I forgot what the film is called. Donkey one.
Hazard about Hazard.
Yeah, that's one I still do want to watch.
That's good. It hasn't made the impression on me that those other films have, but it's still interesting. It's Bresson, so yeah. Lemmy Spoon says, Critical Drinker is a published author. He has a book series based around a character. His opinions and analysis are all normal on the money. Okay. I see you trust his opinion, and he's obviously carved out a nice, career for himself with YouTube and books.
I think he copied Alex, though.
He probably did.
Yeah, he copied Alex. Alex is just that famous that
He is.
Critical Drinker is now copying him by making a YouTube channel and then writing books. Not acceptable, really.
Wow, we are still really far behind. Right. And also, actually, I don't know if you need to go now because you said.
Yeah, I might head off after like maybe 4 more comments.
Yeah. Kenneth Branagh needs to stop being in his own films. Yeah, that's a good point.
Once the Murder on the Orient Express, the most boring film I've ever seen. I hate it with a passion. I gave it half a star. I know everyone else kind of likes it a bit more than me, but because the trailers made it look a bit more actiony than it was.
Yeah.
In reality, it was people sat around a table talking for like 2 hours.
The original, actually, the original film directed by Sidney Lumet. It's better than Branagh's film, but it's not as engaging. But the Death on the Nile, 1975 Death on the Nile, that I really do enjoy. And by the look of the trailer, Kenneth Branagh's butchered that one yet again.
Well, it's got our favourite Army, the Cannibal Hammer in it, so I'm going to see it.
How are they going to navigate the press tour in that one? Well, is he going to be a part of it?
He has to. They've released all the trailers and everything for it.
I know, but is he going to be a part of the press? Like, is he going to be doing interviews and stuff like that? I think he plays a pretty big role in it.
I think he might be the person who dies.
I don't think he is. I don't know. I haven't seen the original in a while. How did he get out that he's a cannibal?
His ex-girlfriend, I think. I was listening to James and Ryan's podcast. How does he? No. He has a cannibalism kink, I think.
Oh.
When his girlfriend and say, I would like to eat your liver and stuff.
Why is his girlfriend saying things like that? Exposing him. Battelle says under Michael, I think is it Hanke? That's a good one. Haven't seen any of his films, but I would love to get into him as a director. Yeah, Patel says worst directors or least favorite directors. MCG. He did Babysitter, Rim of the World.
He's bad. He is very bad.
Salvation. He's awful. He's probably the worst film director I've come across. Baffles me that he gets work.
Martin Scorsese's pretty bad though. Stanley Kubrick. David Fincher, Edgar Wright, Quentin Tarantino.
I know.
I do love Mark Webb. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favourite of his. We've of course got which other ones have we got in here? James Wan, Conjuring, amazing movies, top 10 of all time. The guy who did Scary Movie.
Oh,
very good.
God, I hate Scary Movie. I hate. No. Right, we've gotten rid of that. Moving on. Oh no! Look what he's showing me now. This guy owns Grimsby on Blu-ray. That's just the enough evidence you need to just. Right, goodbye. We're not having that. This is not what I do on the channel. This is not what I want people to see. People just click on this live stream and they see that. I'm not having it. Really not. This is bad. Oh, God. It's a painful image. It really is. I just want to jump into the screen and burn all those films.
I mean, hey, Birds of Prey isn't that bad.
It's the best out of the three, but it's not good.
Can I kick you from your own stream? Oh God, he's gone. Oh no!
All right, I'm back.
Right, that's me gone then. Yeah, I have to go now. Thank you very much for having me on. These are in the post to you. These are all in the post. I'm sending them all soon. I hope you enjoy them, because of course you've got your favourite in there.
I know subscriber mail. It's kind of an unwritten rule. You get subscriber mail. Watch the film, keep the film. But with Grimsby, I think I can kind of over.
Oh no, Grimsby! I'm going to send you a couple of copies. I'd like you to name them. Put like I Hate Everything did. I want you to get a little bit of paper, stick it on it, name it, and then kill them all in different ways.
I'll have to watch that.
You can burn one. You can hit one with a hammer. You can drown one in a bathtub. You can cook one in the oven.
I like the idea of smashing it with a hammer. Burning one, I like the idea of burning it. I think all those different choices will bring me a lot of joy. So it's really annoying me how I'm sat in darkness at the moment. Can I fix this stupid bulb? Sorry. I know you have to go though, Archie, don't you?
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Very good
fun. A lot of fun. Thank you for joining.
Wormy's angry with me because I kicked you from your own stream. Yeah, thank you very much.
No worries.
I will appear again at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And tomorrow as well, we'll be doing the podcast together.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
totally forgot.
You're the one.
Wait, I can't do tomorrow anymore. I'm recording another podcast with Alex, and then in the afternoon I've got another one with James.
You're doing off to the movies now as well, being the first.
Yeah, I'm on off. Ryan's gone because I sent him The Walking Dead. He had a heart attack, so I've got to replace Ryan now.
I get it. It's fine.
I'm sending James a couple of copies of Midsummer and some Rise of Skywalker because he's gonna have a heart attack. So I'm just, I'm gonna be James and Ryan.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I'm joking. I'm just look at Wormy's new comment.
Let's see it. Nothing like a baked Grimsby.
Well, Lucas is going to bake Grimsby. Hang on, how much? Let me find out how much Grimsby is.
Oh, please don't.
I have actually got a bit of money at the moment.
Grimsby is funny.
And even better, I can send it on DVD.
It'll be cheaper for you.
Does it have a 4K?
No, I
think it might have a. I can send you the Steelbook.
Please.
There's a Steelbook.
I would feel bad. That's a lot of money for a Steelbook.
It's £10 for the Steelbook.
Oh, it's not bad, but still. Burning.
I'm just going to buy you a load of used copies of Grimsby. I can buy you a good 4 or 5 used copies. I'll send them all to you. You can kill them in different ways.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
Again, thank you. I'm going to run off now because I've got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, that's all right.
School in the morning. Right.
Anyway,
bye, everyone.
Thank you. See you later. Oh, that was very nice of Archie to join us there. Right. Guys, it would be great if I had a little thing I can just pop up saying back in 5 minutes. I really want to get a lamp or something to fix this darkness, because I'm sure people will not mind maybe, but it's bugging me a lot. There's nowhere else in my room where I can get a light, because that lamp literally was, and it looks like the bulb is just gone. It's gone. It was flickering and it's gone. I need to get that fixed. It's really annoying. Oh, I've got a new comment. Oh no, I'm not going. Wormy Spoons, unless I'm not going. Archie, I've got many comments to still get through. Ben says, just show us a close up of your Godzilla thing. You want to see a close up of like a boxing thing? The thing is so cool. I will show you then, Ben. It's a Criterion, obviously. Okay. I'll show it. Why not? It's always looming in the background there. People always like to see it. Here it is. It's awesome. I've almost finished watching every film. Well, I have watched every official film. I've got supplements to dive into. Here's the back. It's Spy Number 1000 as well. yeah, the best way to display this thing is with one of those stands. You don't want it. You don't want just to see the spine. It needs to be at the center of the room. It commands the room. It's awesome. You open it up. I mean, I feel bad showing people this because I had no idea what it looked like when I first got it, and so it was a big surprise when I first. It was great because I had no idea what what was going to be inside. So as soon as I opened it up, I was like, wow. So I feel a little bad. People want me to stop if they're looking interested in getting this because there's so much in here, so many goodies. Just go, bro. We understand English. Are you talking about Archie here or me? I don't know what you're on about there. Movie Line says favorite Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back. That's my favorite, and it's one of my favorite films of all time. I think it's the best. The Inspired Amateurs. Have you seen any Ozo films? I own a few, but I haven't seen any yet. I'll put this back unless I get any other comments about that. There we go. You got to wait for the sales, Ben. That's what I do most of the time. I got that at half price, so it's a lot of money full price. Wait for Black Friday sales and things like that, and you get them at bargains. Film, get lots of money and save your money up. And the films you get, it's just an offer you can't refuse, really. Right, I'm just gonna get through these comments because I don't like to leave any unanswered. Okay. Archie's back. Yeah, it's been a while, Archie. Yeah. When it gets so confused about the lights, just go fix the light. We will be okay. Okay, I'll fix the light, Wormy Spoons, if you so desire. Oh, Alex has popped in. Hey, Alex. Don't know if you're still watching. It says 2 hours of sound to cut down, 2 more to go. I honestly need a break. It's definitely better than the theatrical version, but it's got a few problems as well. No problem, Alex. I don't know if you're still watching. But it's great for you to pop in. I just need to find where I got to. Here we go. Very quickly. And the only reason why I was apprehensive about that, Wormy Spoons, is if anyone joins and they don't see me there, I think it's a little unprofessional. But right, hopefully this works. Because it's a lamp, so it's not as bright as the other light. And yeah, see if this works. It's with me, but it's not as bright. It's the only problem. I stick it like this. It's an improvement, at least. It's an improvement, I would say. And that's the best I can do because it's the best I can do. Thank you, Ben. No, don't go to the light, but I can't help. It is so beautiful. I can't win. I was trying to. You can't go and fix the light if you need. If you need, we won't. Okay, a bit of miscommunication there, Wormy Spoons. Right, find my way back to Dumbo was just saying, the Bronx Tale is a brilliant movie. Chaz was excellent, and it was based on his life when he was younger. Yeah, it's a film I'm meaning to check out. Patel agree with Hanke, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, still need to get into his work. Cage is good in Leaving Las Vegas. Yeah, I hear that's quite good. Wormy Spoons. Dialog, have you seen any masterclasses? Scorsese, Stacey Sorkin, Ron Howard. I actually do have a subscription to that. I need to check because it's going to renew and it's a lot of money. And I don't know if I want to renew it. I've barely watched any of them, so I need to kind of binge a lot of them. Started Scorsese, I've been on Lynch, been on Sorkin, but I've never watched a full one. It's very insightful and informative. Definitely recommend it to anyone into his films. Well, I will definitely finish Scorsese because he's one of my favorite film directors. He's one of the best. He's a master. He really is. He's so good. Armani Uma was in the movie 2018, The House That. Yes, I did hear about that. I haven't seen that film though. In it for a bit, but the film is still okay. It's quite dark and uncomfortable though at times. Yes, a Von Trier film, so it would be uncomfortable. Yeah. The Bourne Ultimatum fan 123. Have you seen Little Nicky? I have not. What are your thoughts on the Fast and Furious movies, Hobbs and Shaw? It's the worst Fast and Furious film. I hate it. It's really bad. Luke says, what's your most anticipated movie that you want to see most that hasn't come out yet this year? Guys, mine is Black Widow. What's yours? Probably, well, there's a few. There's The French Dispatch. There's the new, so I think new Paul Thomas Anderson film is coming out this year. Those are the two. Oh, Mission Impossible 7. Those are the main ones. Emma Halper says, do you guys think films can get back to the centre of pop culture, or is TV fully taking over? I think films are quite big in pop. It's because maybe last year, because of the pandemic, all our favourite films that we were looking forward to, the big films coming out, were all pushed back, unfortunately. So that's one thing. Because the Marvel films, they're very, very big in pop culture. I wouldn't say TV's the centre of pop culture. Ben says, what do you watch in media? As we got to watch I think we went over this topic, Ben, to do with Archie, because I don't do media. What are your thoughts on Donnie Darko and American Psycho and A Clockwork Orange? Haven't seen Donnie Darko, really like American Psycho, and I absolutely love A Clockwork Orange. It's one of Kubrick's masterpieces. Wilmy Spoon says, what do you guys want to accomplish with what you are doing? As in, do you just want to make small stuff for yourself and friends, or do you want to go somewhere in the industry? What would you consider success personally? This is an interesting thing, Wormy Spoons. I don't know if you're still watching, because I'm in the middle of the comments and I'm behind. But what do I want to accomplish? Well, I want this to be I want filmmaking to be a job. I mean, yes, it's not a small thing. It's not for fun. What else would I want to do? It's what I love. Why would I compromise for something else just because it's safer? It's possible to be a filmmaker. It's not impossible. It's not something, it's possible. I can do it. And I want to, because it's what I love. I love cinema with all my heart, and I want it to be my job to make films, because whenever I get a film idea in my head, I got to make it. That's how I express myself, and I love watching films. I mean, look around you. It's just something I've got to do. And success. The reason you bring up success is because, I didn't answer Dan's question as well about. Sorry, D. Hollyoak Dan, if you're still watching. Hopefully you are, because I didn't answer your question. I just remembered about the thing that you asked me about, because I was asking for actors for my next short film. What am I coming up with? I didn't intentionally skip that. I apologise. Well, it's a short film for my college course. It's going to be under 10 minutes, preferably under 5, but we'll see. 2 actors, 1 location, and I'll read you the log line actually. Because it's going to happen, because it's for my college, literally for the thing. I sent the log line to someone, so I will read that to you. It's confined to a barber's shop, 2 men, one wealthy, the other not, spark a heated argument where everything is on the table. What does success truly mean? That's it. It's interesting. So hopefully, oh yeah, Hopefully you're still here, Dan. If you heard that, please do. And I'm rewatching Casino tonight to continue with my Scorsese rewatch and finishing off the films I haven't seen of him. Oh, this one. Yeah, in Scotland, we now analyse posters, watch Get Out, then we need to learn things like codes in film and genre conventions, things like that. It's good for my course as well because we also we conduct our own research for the final major project. So if I'm making a short film, do a hell of a ton of research relating to the film that I want to make, watching films, stuff like that. Ooh, La Dolce Vita is another one I just saw. If Stad Cinema is still here, but my favourite foreign films, La Dolce Vita, and he says it's out of print on Criterion. I bought it last year. I've got it in a Essential Fellini set, so it would have been nice to own it individually, but I already own it on Criterion anyway. I already own the disc. But yeah, so we learn about that. We did a music video. Everyone had to do the music video. We learned about music video conventions, stuff like that. If I wanted to make a noir film, I'd have to learn about the conventions. We pick what we want to do. It's good. Dan says, media studies for me consisted of analysing media products and applying theories. I wish the A-level was more practice-driven. I assumed his GCSE is similar. Yeah, from what Archie was saying, it sounded like that. Have you seen a movie in IMAX? I have. I've only seen one. It's Tenet. It's the only film I've seen in IMAX. Awesome experience. I loved it. Maybe not the film, but the experience I hold very much dear to my heart because it was the first film I watched in the cinema during the pandemic. So it was months and months and months without any cinema, and I finally go back with a bang. New cinema release, Christopher Nolan, IMAX, big screen with an audience. It was great. Joshua Payne says, have you seen the Clone Wars TV show? I have, but I haven't watched all of it because they released new seasons, and the final season is meant to be awesome. I will rewatch it in preparation for the Bad Batch. Ben Fluton says, Archie's media sounds so weird compared to the one I'm doing because we went over Get Out 4 or 5 times, then continued to go and learn more about it. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Ben Fluton, because Archie had to go. Would you recommend the Criterion Godzilla box set? It depends a lot, Jack. It depends. The films aren't anything incredible. They're just fun. I have always fun time with them. They're silly, they're light, they're not long, they're fun. If you've got the money, maybe when it's half price, get the set. It's epic. It's an awesome set. I love it. It's pretty much essential for any big Criterion collector as well. You just kind of have to get it. It's by number 1,000, you know. Louis Studios, what is the first film you bought on Blu-ray? Oh, that's a hard. I don't know. I don't remember. It might have been. I can't remember. Maybe. I really can't remember. I'm sorry. No, I can't remember. Literally can't give you an answer for that one. Movie Line says, is there a TV show that you watched since the first day it came out and stayed with it to the end? First day it came out. I don't think so. Not a new one. I watched Stranger Things when it first came out, but not the first day. No, because if it's new, then I wouldn't jump to it till I heard the reviews and things. Joshua says, do you like American Pie film trilogy? I haven't seen any of them. Louis Studios, have you seen Abomination? That is Batman and Robin. I do. I own it on Blu-ray actually. It's in this box pack thing. So, yeah. How can you hate Marvel? You're gonna have to ask Archie on that one. Yeah, when he's gone. So yeah, I'm sure you'll find out if you subscribe to Archie. He has his reasons. I don't love Marvel, but I don't hate it. Wimmy Spoon says, I put a link for the cook and the fee for Lucas via dubious means. It's on Prime Wire. I put a link. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Wimmy Spoon. Sorry. Luke says, damn Alex. Oh yeah, how did he watch the Snyder cut? Alex has connections. Got a review copy. Very lucky. Armani says, not really a massive fan of. Oh, come on, Armani. Foreign films are films. I don't really like the classification of foreign films as foreign because they're films to me, regardless of subtitles. Get into an amount. Yeah, it depends as well, though. It does depend. When I was younger, I don't know how that was. Well, I'm 16 now, and when Roma was coming out, well, the year Roma came out, 2018, that would have been when I was 14, 13. I had no interest in watching it, but then I actually watched it when it came out and loved it. I don't love it now, but I loved it when I watched it. So it's just that push. And every now and again, I would watch a subtitled film, but now it's just whatever. I don't care because it's a film. Darius says, I use a VPN. I've got a VPN, and when I went on Prime, it didn't refresh to the US one for some reason. Oh, we've had a more. Oh, I think I'm closing in. Oh, I was curious after. Can you tell us what? Sorry, yeah, I did answer that, Dan, but I know that I unintentionally skipped it, so I apologise about that. But hopefully you heard my answer, Dan. If you didn't, I don't think you have because you might have commented. I'll message you and hopefully find the timestamp for you because I feel bad about skipping it because I didn't mean to do that. Joshua says, where can you watch the Oscars? Now TV, they have it live because Now TV, Sky Cinema change their channels up and they have an Oscar channel when the Oscars come up, and watch that live if you want to. If you've got Now TV or Sky Cinema. Wemmy Spoons, what wasn't called? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Wemmy Spoons. That was one of my favourite films would be The Guilty. It is going to be remade into a Hollywood film starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Will release 2021. Not sure if it'll be good. We'll see. I think you mentioned that one, Dariush. And it looked quite good from what I saw. I'll just look it up now. The Guilty. I appreciate you mentioned it. I'm probably added it to my watch list on Letterboxd. There we go. Yeah, I did my watch list. I've actually seen that one as well. It's got good reviews. And I can watch it. It's on Hulu and Mubi. Mubi Canada. So I've got a VPN, so I've got that. Chris S says, what do you think is one of the best recent years of film? I think 2019. I agree with you, Chris S. 2019, definitely. Movie Line says, Kenneth Branagh is really overrated actor and director. Also, he's the worst part about Tenet. Yeah, he's one of the worst parts, I would say. David Fincher, great director. Completely agree. Any comment on the films of Polanski? From what I've seen of him, Chinatown, The Pianist, they're really great. Yeah, judges films on the films. The man himself is despicable and not nice at all. But the films themselves are actually quite good. I mean, it's the same thing with Kevin Spacey. The man, I'm glad he's not in films anymore. But the films that he did made, his performances he gave in those films, they were great. They were. We can't just say they were bad because they were great. But the guy, same with Woody Allen. All these people, they make great art, but they're not great people. Ben Fluent says, Filmmaker, does my entry for your giveaway count as there were only normal Blu-ray 2 of them? Yes, Ben, yeah. Anything, literally anything. It can be one Blu-ray, it can be two Blu-rays, literally anything in your collection. It can be one, it can be two, it can be a Blu-ray, it can be a DVD, it can be a 4K, whatever. Did you do a video entry, Ben? Or did you just do a comment? I will. If you did a comment, I think I've got you down. Yeah, I've already put you down, Ben. I've got it right next to me, the list of people. I've been noting it down. You're in it, yeah. No, yeah, of course. Hopefully you're still watching, so you heard that. Right. I'm slowly closing in. very slowly. I'm just going to skip over these. Here we are. Do you like film noir? Detour is a good one. I'd like to watch Detour. I love film noir. Yeah, really like film noir a lot. Ben says, will you ever do a live call in live again in the near future? I probably will, Ben. I probably will. It was really fun last time. Didn't have too many people join, but it was fun. I had a good time interacting with the viewers instead of the YouTubers. Emma says, I misspoke earlier. Do you think people from our generation, I think we're around the same age, can appreciate great films? No one I know sees anything besides franchise films in cinemas anymore. That's an interesting question, Emma. I I think only proper people like ourselves. I have a friend like this as well. Maybe a few people who are quite mature and are quite intelligent. Not to say that if you're not so intelligent, you can't appreciate great cinema. If you're not a film fan, I just get I get the impression that quite mature people. I think we all know who they are in similar age to us could maybe enjoy them. But of course, people like me and everyone, I would hope, watching this, whoever has a burning passion for cinema, will appreciate properly great films instead of the average blockbuster or Marvel film. And another thing I forgot to say earlier was just I don't like how people, when an okay film comes out, they say it's okay because okay, maybe it was okay, but you're tolerating an okay film, and I think I don't like okay films because okay films are bad. Most of them are like the new Coming to America film. People say, "Oh, it's okay, it's mediocre." It was bad. It was, well, in my opinion at least, it was. I really didn't like it, and I was leaning toward, but when I started thinking about it from the script point of view, I just thought it's so lazy, so lazy. I hate lazy writing. So yeah, Chris says, do you think film school is necessary to make it into the industry? You need you need experience. You can't just leave college and walk onto a film set. You're too young. People wouldn't treat you with any respect. You need experience. Film school is a way of doing that. There's other ways. Film school is a little more safe. It's a little more connections wise safe as well. Uh, Hopefully that answers your question quite quickly. Steve says, I've started shooting a short film, Feet of Clay, done exterior scene, but waiting to complete indoor scenes as there are a lot of actors involved, hoping to finish by summer. That is really exciting, Steve, and I cannot wait for it. Yeah. Definitely, if it goes up on YouTube or whatever, I'm excited. I'll watch it. I'm sure it's going to be great. I bring up success because your idea of success could be, mine is a subjective thing. You could not care what people think of your film, but make a lot of money. Okay, this is a long thing. Or you could make no money, but stay true to your artistic integrity, and then all the shades between those extremes. So for me, I want to make a living, maybe do well, but success for me will be that I hit a revenant level visuals with a compelling story and graphic violence. I want to move people. So it sounds like you want to do the same thing I want to do, Wormy Spoons, make films that people see in cinemas, or at least we can sure as hell try and get there. That's what I'm going to do because it's my burning passion. A lot of people, I just see a lot of people want to be a filmmaker. Well, I mean, as a job, I call myself a filmmaker because I am a filmmaker. I make films. So if you made a film, you're a filmmaker. But don't get that wrong. If 2 years ago, if you the last film you made is 2 years ago, then you're no longer a filmmaker. You need to continuously make films. Well, last year maybe we can not count that because I didn't make a film last year because of COVID. So maybe we can make an exception. Maybe the last 3 years, counting 2019, 2018. But I managed to make 2 films in lockdown at the beginning of the year. So if anyone can, I can do it. Anyone can, really. Well, again, it depends about your circumstances. I'm being very general there. But it's interesting things you've got to say there, Wimmy Spoons. Interesting things. Have you made any films? I'd like to check them out if you have. If you've got a channel up or anything. Luke says, it's been nice watching Lucas, mate. That's all right. Thank you so much, Luke, for joining. I'm going to be closing the stream in a few minutes, so I appreciate it. Comment, okay, thanks. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Dumbo says, just wanted to check if I'm in the entry. You should be, Dumbo Studios. I don't know what you did it for. If you did a comment, it should be there. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah, you're there. You're number 20. But you can see that. You are there. And you put the Irishman Criterion Collection for your choice. And I've written them all down, and then I'm going to put it into like a bowl. Then I have to get loads of different bits of paper, write everything down again to put it in a bowl to do. Because I usually do it on the computer, but I want to make it do the old-fashioned way, I think, for the giveaway. But yeah, you're in it. Movie Line says, what type of TV do you have? I have a Samsung TV, 40 inch. I think it's a 40 inch. I don't think it's a 50 inch. Maybe it's a 43 inch. It's pretty big, actually. It's a good size. It's 4K as well. It says, if you're interested, Lucas, I can send you a watermark sample of what I'm working on. I am a writer. I would like to work on production. I love all aspects of filmmaking. Yes, I also love all aspects of filmmaking. Yeah, just shoot me a message over on Instagram. But first, I'm a writer. Yeah, it's hard to get your... Oh, no. Hello, Alex. Glad you could pop by again, but I've just seen that it's getting worse as it goes along. It's way too long. There's severe pacing issues. That's unfortunate to hear. I'll be watching it tomorrow. But thank you again for popping in as you do. I saw you popped in when you were 2 hours in. I don't know if you saw me acknowledge that, but thank you. And Archie was here. I'm sure you saw that. He'd popped by. No problem, Dumbo. And hello, Yoda, the Jedi. All right, we're closing, by the way, people. We're closing up the stream. So, yeah. I haven't seen Doctor Who, so I can't say if I like it or not. Movie Line says, what made you start watching a lot of movies and making movies? There is a long question. There's a long answer to that question. I'll give you the really short one. And it's kind of still hard to kind of articulate, really. I just started watching more. Kind of, it's always hard to pinpoint where your passion kind of began. I can't pinpoint it. I really can't. It just happens. Just literally just happens, and here I am. You know, I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. Gosh, yeah. I just think I started watching kind of Stranger Things, and I loved X-Men, and I wanted to do my own thing. So I pretty much copied those. They're lost, by the way, those things I made. I loved Bond. I think I just always wanted to do it myself. Like, I would watch Bond. I would just wish, because at the beginning, I wanted to be an actor. And I thought, because I love acting, I want to be something else. I want to escape into something else. And I thought, well, why escape into a role? I want to escape into a world, into a story, be a director, do my own story, not be in someone else's. So, films that's the perfect art form for that. And so just started watching more, evolving my taste evolved over the years. And now I like pretty much everything. Not as in I love every film I watch. It's like I like every genre. I like all the movements. So that's how I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that, everyone. And people are going now anyway, so that's fine. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, a lot of people love Doctor Who, but I haven't got around to that, and it's a big show. So, hey, thank you, Alex. It's fine. It's completely fine, Alex. I'm glad you could pop in and out. Whiplash is amazing. It is really, really great. That's a good movie, dude. I wish you good luck with that. Hope you get there. I love these streams. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, thank you, Dumbo Studios. It won't be next week. It'll be the week after. I'll be doing one for the next 2. So yeah, thank you, Dumbo. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I think I got through it. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. It's been a great stream. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.